Okay, this is the first 2 days of our biannual father-son fishing trip, Canada fishing trip to Lac des Mille Lacs Lake. We're staying at Lac des Mille Lodge. This was the first time that I got to bring one of my sons, my oldest son, Talon, got to join. And in my boat I had Talon and my father-in-law Elwood and my brother's father-in-law Ted. Now, what did we use in our boat? Our boat primarily, well, basically everybody in our boat was using Ozzie's jigs. These Ozzie's jigs come in a variety of solid colors, dual colors, super glow, and one of the most important things about these Ozzie jigs is the hook. The hook is a Matsu hook. It's a Matsu sickle hook. This is the same hook that I use when I am salmon fishing for king salmon in the fall. This is a super strong hook, strongest hook I've ever seen on a jig. The jigs go, you know, from whatever it is, 1/16 to 1 ounce, but these hooks are strong and they're sharp. You don't have to touch them up with a stone when they come out of the bag. They're sharp right away. I can only find Ozzie's jigs at Thorn Brothers, so I would recommend stopping by if you live anywhere near the area in Minnesota. They're located in Blaine, Minnesota, right off of Highway 65. You can also find them online. You can order them online at www.thornbros.com. I'll put a link below. So at this point, this is pretty much the only jig I use. If I'm open water jigging, whether it's Pool 4, whether it's Mille Lacs Lake, whether it's Rainy River, or if I'm in Canada, if I'm open water jigging, I'm using Ozzie's jigs. Now this year I did want to try something different, just for the sake of, from time to time, you want to just kind of continue to be open to new things. And we are, the lake, Lac des Mille Lacs, is a stained lake. It's high in iron, like steak. So I've been really happy with this Tom's Tackle defrost when it comes to cloudy water, dirty water, stained water. It's pink, glow, gold, and I've just always had good luck slip bobber fishing or ice fishing with this in that kind of water conditions. So I decided I want to give Tom's Tackle a try on this one. So I went ahead and ordered a box of 1/2 ounce golden nugget, and again it's gold, pink, and glow. So it shows up really well in that stained water or low light conditions. So I'll give a little bit of a breakdown on my experience with the golden nugget in a further video. So let's go ahead and get right to it. Let's get this video started and get on the fish. Yeah, we're coming up a little bit, 22. We're going to come up quite a bit now.
Oh, is this the bar?
Yeah. Yeah, so, and you want to stay a little bit above. I mean, you want to bounce it, but you don't want to be dragging because you'll get snagged up. And Taylor, when you're pulling it, pull it up. There you go. Oh, I had a bump.
Good.
Yeah, it was nice to actually feel a bump. And I'm reading them on the bottom right now too. Actually, I better check. Yep, I'm okay. Oh, that was fast. Just thinking about how I haven't checked the drag. This has got to be a northern. Nope, it's a walleye.
Your leech is swimming around. Hey, look, your leech.
Oops. That's going to be a keeper. This is going to be about 16.
Oh, it's a keeper?
It's 17.
Oh, that's a keeper.
Okay, I gotta get stuff out of here. Just making sure. Just take your time, and then kind of just move it away from there. You go. It's all right. Get this part underneath here. There you go. And move it away from the motor. There you go. Stand up. There you go. It's just pull and drag, so you're really just kind of. And then over to this side. That's a nice walleye.
Woo!
Oh, that's a nice walleye.
Open the bail, right?
Whoa.
Woohoo!
Going, Taylor.
All right, let out some slack or open the bail. Oh, you already did.
He's one of them fish.
Oh, wow.
No, what you got a? Actually, I want to get a picture.
First Canadian walleye, right? It just got 2 in a row, guys. What is it?
21 and a half.
Woohoo! 21.5 inches!
Underneath here, underneath the fins, like I have that one and that one. Okay,
Can we drop the bin?
hold on. Yes, go ahead.
Woohoo!
Well, okay. We'll work on the release. Yeah.
Hey folks. I'm here with my trusty sidekick, Quinn. He's good with a net. Today we're fishing beautiful Lac du Mille Lake in Ontario, Canada. Just took the 17 3/4 inch walleye. We're going to show you all the tricks. I don't know if you can see them. That's my brother and his kid. They don't really know what they're doing, but we're gonna show you all the good stuff, so sit tight. Alright folks, Scott here again. Just want to show you what we're using. Right here I got a 1/2 ounce red jig with an eye. Got a chartreuse twister tail, and I threw a jig on there too, so we've caught a couple walleye. So I'm going to drop in here. Going to run at about 8-9 feet of water, running nice and slow and just bouncing on the bottom. We'll see what we catch. Fish on, baby. Is it? Nope, nowhere there. Woo! He's a fighter. Got it. Not what we're after.
Just, yep, that's 16 and a half.
16 and a half.
Open up that. I gotta help Ted out. Oh, come on, Ted.
More food for tonight.
Do you remember what the size limit is on northerns? The northerns? Yeah. I have no idea.
Oh, look at this. He just had it sitting down there. let's get you the, hold on. Oh yeah.
Kind of realized that. Good measure, didn't he?
17?
Good.
Where are we at here?
3 walleye now.
Keep your, there you go. Just stand up. Stand up. All right.
It's heavy.
Yep, turn around, move around to the back, and make sure that line doesn't go under the motor. Get over here on top. There you go. Keep your rod down a little bit, tip up, but rod down, so there we go. Good job.
Ow.
That's all right, you got it. Another northern.
Jeez. Oh. My hand.
Okay, day 2, and you're probably gonna start to see a little bit of a pattern here with where we're starting each day. We are looking at a point on an island that presents quite a variety of either structure, depth. So it's got a nice little bay that is really in between 5 to 8 feet with a nice weed bed. It comes out to a more of a rock cliff wall that you can be 3 feet off that wall, and it's 12 to 16 feet deep. Then that goes into a point that goes up to 7, around the corner to another ridge. It's got a ridge on this side that goes from a 30-foot hole all the way up to about 14 feet, then drops off to an even about 17, 18 feet, and then it goes for another hole off of another rock wall, cliff wall. And so there's such a variety there that we start out there just about every morning. We've caught most of our big fish in the past on different locations around that point. Once we feel like we've kind of worked that and got all we could out of that area, we switch over to across the lake. There's quite a few different long stretches of basically weed beds. And these weed beds, we're catching them anywhere between 4 to 6 feet just flat on the weed bed, basically slaloming between the weeds. We're going really slow so that you can almost, look down, spot the weeds, and slalom in between them, and you're not picking them up with your jig. Or we go out just a hair further, and there's a pretty sharp break that goes from about 13 to 18, and we'll just hang right along that, and then we don't have to worry about the weeds. We can go a little bit faster, and we'll basically be working between that point and all the different structure variation, and then these long weed lines. So let's get right at it and get out fishing. Well, it's 28 right here, and I know it's going to shoot right up to 18.
Is this where we caught my 21.5?
This is close, yeah. It's on the ridge, yeah. So it's gonna, and we got something suspended at 20 feet. You got one, Taylor? Yeah, you got one. Either that or you got the bottom. It's biting, right? Nice and easy. Take your time. And we'll pull it around to this side when you're ready. It could be a northern or a nice walleye. Don't reel when it's taking line out. Just let your rod kind of play it. Actually, Taylor, why don't you come back and stand here, right there. I'm going to get up behind you with this. And then we just want to make sure that the line doesn't hit the bottom of the boat.
No, that's a walleye.
It's a walleye.
Oh, look at that beauty.
That's a really nice one.
Good
Okay.
grief.
Let's open the
That's a
bell.
nice one.
What's that?
I just opened the bell.
Okay, good job.
It's
22.
whoa! You got this one and Dad's show
22.
Dad, just show it to the camera. 22 inches.
Sure, I'd like to get a picture of it. Just like you did last time.
Get that?
Nope, nope. Yes. And face it towards it. Alright, and gently put it in the water. It's alright. Good job.
Sweet.
There it goes.
I got both of my walleyes in approximately the same spot. Close.
It's a nice fish.
Ah! And it's gonna up my lead by half an inch. Okay, that's a small one.
Okay, here you go. Just keep us going in that direction.
Not fighting very hard.
Okay.
I'm just making some head shakes.
It could be a good eater.
It's kind of small.
It's going to be close. I think it's going to be about 13 and 3/4.
So that's a 2/3 right now? Okay. Then I'll try.
Got it.
Oh, even it.
I'd say at least
15, right? I think that's what we were counting on yesterday. Whoa, what happened here?
I didn't know.
So these guys, they keep following us. See them? They see us catch a couple fish and then they're right on us. So we're just gonna keep going this direction that we're going. Yeah. He's trying to be nice. You know, they're stealing our ideas. Look at him. Now he's making video. Way to be original, guys. Well, that's one ugly crew, isn't it? Yeah, go on, get. I said, get out of here.
this is our spot, man.
No.
We were here.
I got this whole ridge here.
Yep. We're reading a bunch. I've got leads. You got something? Ah, there you go. Oh, that's a nice one. Smiling to the camera.
Oh, okay.
It's right there.
There I am.
Well, you only
All right.
have
You going in there?
Yep.
There you go, Chad. I don't know.
They were. Can you net it, Taylin?
If I know. Oh, okay. What do you want to do? Just get under it and scoop it?
Yeah. Get under it and scoop it. Get into the water. There you go.
Whoa!
Hey, that's your keeper. That might be a keeper. I don't know.
Hey, buddy.
It's about a 14-inch.
Well, there's said what? 15?
15 and above.
Right at 15.
Right at 15.
Open up. Let's get that thing in there.
All right.
Whoo! I don't know where I'm going.
But I know where I've been.
Going around in circles.
That was so funny though.
Yeah, I think we're staying around here for a little while.
I said, oh, look at them all there. Let's get our lines in the water. And it was what?
Right
10
there.
seconds after that, and it was
Wow.
maybe not even 10.
Do you find that spot again?
We're kind of sitting right on it. We went around in a circle.
Oh.
That one? Oh, yeah. Oh. That's a bummer. Still got it? Oh my gosh, get up. Get up. He ran towards you. You want to get up out of the water because he's. Oh, you got him? Nope. Okay.
Good hunting. Whoa, that's right.
Hey folks, got a little lesson to teach y'all. When you catch a northern and you're using a Rapala, you want to make sure that you don't get your hands too close to that Rapala when you're trying to take it off, because you might end up with something like that going on. Now I got to figure out how I'm going to get this hook off and cut it and then take it out of my hand. We'll see how it goes.